In this video, I'm going to show you how I use Notion to streamline my entire business into one place. A lot of apps that you use to manage your business cost a fortune and they end up being ridiculously overcomplicated with loads of features that you don't even use. One thing you'll learn about me is I like to make things as simple as possible. If a system is too complicated, then you feel overwhelmed, your tasks get lost, and you have trouble actually getting started on projects. On the other hand, when you have an effective system, everything is where you need it when you need it, it's effortless to use and maintain, and it fits seamlessly into your workflow. With that being said, this is the major advantage of using Notion because it is completely customizable, so it allows you to simplify everything down and leave only what works for your own business and workflow. So this is the setup that I found works for me. I work with brand and web design clients, but this system can be applied to any service-based business. So hopefully this video gives you some ideas that you can apply to your own workflow, or if you want to use this exact template, then I'll leave the link below. So let's dive in with a tour of the dashboard. On the left, we have our navigation, some quick add buttons for your most important tasks, and then all the different pages that make up this dashboard grouped by projects, tools, and finance. On the right, we have a few database views which you can reorder based on what you like to see on this homepage. This is the workflow that I found most useful. We have tasks filtered by today and this week, all the current projects laid out here, and then a calendar view filtered by meetings, and then all meetings and tasks. To add a new database view to any page, we simply copy the link of the database and paste it to create a link view where we want to see them. From there, we can customize the layout and properties that we want to see. So everything that you see here can be reordered based on how you like to organize. These buttons can also be customized depending on the task that you repeat regularly. Just click on the settings, choose an icon, rename your button, and then choose the database that you want to add a page to when this button is clicked. So I'm going to show you an example project workflow while I talk you through the rest of this dashboard. So adding a new client. There are two ways that you can enter new clients. The first is to enter them yourself. Use this quick add button or come here into your client page, enter all the details in here, and you have the ability to hide, delete, or add any properties to align to what you do. From here, you can also link your client to a service and create a new project and invoice for them. As a second option, if you want to automatically create a new client here when you get a new lead on your website, then you can use tally forms embedded straight into your website and then link it to this database to populate a new client whenever someone fills it in. I'll leave a link below with a walkthrough on exactly how to do this. So you can see a few databases here on this client page, which are projects, then a calendar with your tasks and meetings. These views are filtered to show only those related to this specific client. Every time we create a new client, these database views will auto-populate and you can customize what you want to see here by editing the page template. And then once you've created your client on this page, we have two database views. The top is organized by status, so you can keep track of new leads, current, completed, and lost clients. And then beneath is an archive of all clients. Again, you can search or filter these views depending on what you want to see here. So let's say a new client comes in here and the first step is to jump on a discovery call. This is where we really start to take advantage of page templates within Notion to speed up our workflow. When you create a new task, these are all the templates that we have for our different tasks. Choose discovery call and it auto-populates a sales call script. You can link this to your client, add the date and the call link, and then change the type to meeting so it will show up in our meeting calendar. You can customize this page template and create new ones by going to any task database and then create templates like this for any task that you repeat regularly. One thing to bear in mind when creating a task is to make sure you select the type, task, or meeting so that you can display your meetings separately in your calendar view. Another thing that I find really helpful is set reminders if you need to remember to follow up with clients. And so to manage your tasks, there is a quick capture where you can task dump everything that you need to do and then assign it a date and a project. You can also filter tasks by today and this week. And down here you have your calendar and all your unscheduled tasks, so you can just drag them into here to plan your week. At the bottom we have an overview of tasks that need to be done grouped by project. Again, you can customize and rearrange these views to suit your own workflow. So the next thing we might want to do is create a new project. As you can see, the new project we created when we inputted our first client is here. You can see that it's already auto-populated with all the templates that we need for this project, including a client portal and all the tasks relating to this project. This database shows tasks that need to be scheduled, and this is your calendar view of all upcoming meetings and tasks. These buttons here are one of the biggest time savers when it comes to projects. You click them and generate the tasks that you need for each stage of the project, so you can then drag them and queue them here or schedule them in your calendar. And you can see by the different tags for meetings and tasks that all of these tasks are already auto-populated with all the information that you need. When you're ready to send over all the project details to your client, you would come in here and customize your client portal. Edit your project proposal with the relevant info and then lock this page so it can't be edited by your client. Then you can link your contract and invoice here. If you already have an invoicing software, just embed the link, or we can create a new invoice right in Notion. To do this, you would go to invoices and then populate the invoice template with your business information. Create a new invoice, link it to your client and project, and make sure to create a new income because this is what's going to link it directly to our finances. Then come in here and fill in the invoice. You can filter this database to automatically display your client's information, and then you can put your payment link here. I like to use Stripe for this. Then you would lock the page so your client can't edit, and then copy the link to the invoice. So we go back to the project and the invoice is already linked here. We just have to link it to the client portal also. Once you do that, now you can share this portal with your clients by inviting them using their email. They can then log on and watch the video instructions that you put here to know what to do next, and then keep track of the project progress using these checkboxes. Again, you can customize any of these project templates and create new templates for different project types by going to your project database and editing these templates. You'll want to come in here and customize your client portal, pre-record a Loom video and embed it here to show your client how the portal works, and then customize all your templates, including the project proposal, onboarding questionnaires, project files, and resources. This is the most time-consuming part of the setup, but it's well worth doing because once you do it, you only have to do it once. You can also edit these buttons to auto-generate any tasks that you repeat for every project. To do this, just list all the tasks in this database here, populate them with all the information that you need, then select the tasks, copy and paste them into here. Doing it this way will ensure that when you generate the tasks and then drag them into the calendar, all the relevant information is already within each task. So then to manage your projects, you would come in here and then you can see the status of each project with a timeline view of all your current projects. Then to manage your invoices, you would come in here. All your overdue invoices are displayed at the top here, so you can see what you need to follow up on, and you can keep track of all your open invoices here and view the archive here. Now onto tools, we have your goal tracker. This allows you to input goals for this year and assign them by quarter, and then you can track your progress here. Following that, we have your services page. This is for you to detail all your different services and be able to see your clients and projects under their respective service. One thing I find really helpful is that you can see all your testimonials by service too. So you can quickly grab them to use as social proof when you're promoting a specific service. And you can also link all the relevant resources and templates to these services so that you have quick access to them when you need them. Speaking of resources, this is where you keep all your templates, resources, and inspiration. These all link to your projects and tasks so you can pull them up when you need them. For example, if you created a new task like SEO audit, you can then link your SEO checklist in here. Having clear systems like this where everything links together, it just saves so much time, especially when it comes to outsourcing tasks and delegating. And then we have testimonials, so you can input them all here and then link them to the relevant client, project, and service so you can reference them when you need them. Now, I don't know about you, but I am that terrible person that never keeps receipts. And then when it comes to the end of the year, I panic and spend days just trying to decipher all of my transactions. If you are anything like me, you're going to love this income tracker because it's so ridiculously simple, it almost makes it fun. On the accounts page, this is where we can add our different accounts, and you can add a starting balance or start from zero. Then you see a summary of total income and expenses. You can also choose to see the all-time totals or just the totals for the current year. And then the transfer table allows you to make transfers between the different accounts. You come into your income and you see that the invoice we created earlier is already linked in our income tracker. You can see the invoice amount, and if it's been paid, you can finish filling in all the details. Then on this page, we also have a summary of our income so far this year. To update this for the current year, all you need to do is come in here, properties, this year total, formula, and then change this to whatever the current year is. And this will make sure that this total is automatically updated. Then you have your monthly breakdown and income history. Then you would come in and put your expenses in here. If it is a subscription, then you can check this box and add a renewal date and set a reminder, and it will calculate your yearly total here. Your subscriptions within the past month are all displayed here, so you can keep track of them. If you want to make it easy to add in your subscriptions every month, there's not really a way to make this automatic, but you can create templates for all of them here, and all you need to do is then click one button and add in the date to input them each month. Again, this is a summary of our expenses so far this year. To update this for the current year, just do the same thing as your income. Come in here, properties, this year total, formula, and change this to whatever the current year is. Then you have your monthly breakdown and income history. Really simple, that's it. I hope you got some great ideas on how you can streamline your own workflow. And if you want to use this template for yourself, then I'll leave the link below.